and then all of a sudden there's just this loud crack and the ball comes flying. So we start to reach our hands out basically to try to grab the ball, and the ball lands and like hits the edge. 안녕하세요, 하이채드입니다. Today I'm going to talk about Korean baseball coming to America, why Americans love bat flips, and the NC Dino suddenly gaining a ton of popularity here. So as you may have heard by now, the Korean baseball organization partnered with ESPN, which is the biggest sports channel in America, to start broadcasting games here. I think this is really great, and a lot of people have been super excited about it. You can see from this tweet that over 16,000 people are excited to watch Korean baseball. Of course, there'll be people like this guy who say, you really think people want to watch Korean baseball? Those comments were very rare. A lot of the responses to that comment were simply, yes, we are watching Korean baseball and we want to watch Korean baseball. A lot of people are super excited about it. They're excited to watch a sport that they're familiar with, but to see a different twist on it from a different country and a different culture and see how it's played over in Korea. And one aspect of Korean baseball that Americans are already very familiar with is bat flipping, because bat flipping is actually considered rude in the MLB, which is kind of dumb in my opinion, and probably why the MLB is considered a little bit boring here. There was a really great article released back in 2016 about bat flipping by ESPN writer Mina Kimes, who is a very popular sports figure here and just so happens to be half Korean. So as the article kind of talks about bat flipping in Korea, there's some very cool animations by Mickey Duzich, and I think the article just shows how fun bat flipping is, how it expresses emotion, brings entertainment for the fans, and is probably really fun for the players too. It's a really great article. It's been re-released here as popularity of the KBO is growing here, and I'll put a link in the description to the article. I highly recommend checking it out. So you're probably wondering, well, why don't they just start doing bat flipping in the MLB? This is a really epic bat flip from a few years back that I'll show you. So this was in a very important playoff game, and he absolutely hammers this ball to essentially win the game for his team and tosses his bat. I think it's awesome. I think the energy of the crowd is great. I think that the celebration is great. I think it's really fun, and I think that makes baseball super fun. But this is what happens the next time these teams play each other. Bautista, the player who did the bat throw, is hit by the opposing team, and then later this fight ensues, and he takes a pretty good punch to the face for it. And that just seems crazy to me, but that's the reason why you don't see bat flipping in the MLB. So there's certainly lots of Americans excited about the prospect of seeing just a good, solid bat flip. And Jeff Passan, who is probably the top baseball writer in the United States, kind of put together this thread of the best KBO bat flips, and people are loving it. So I just want to look through these because I think they're super fun. Okay, so Jeff has put together his top bat flips, and you can just see why they're so popular. So first one here, he's got kind of like the tomahawk, just throw it back, just kind of the classic one. Got another just quick flip. He's like, I've watched this 50 times and it's still great, and I agree. This one he says, I don't know what this is, I don't really care, it is great. It is kind of a funny one, but it's pretty cool. What has better exit velocity, the ball or the bat? He does toss that bat fast. It's like right away he knows that's a home run. You want to know why the KBO rules? This was a foul ball, which I kind of love because he's so excited thinking it's a home run and it's a foul ball, but nobody cares, and that's the great part. We're just out here like having a good time enjoying baseball, and for some reason that like doesn't work here in the United States. That one just like a simple casual bat flip. That one a huge like behind the back one. I don't even know how he does this. Like you could never do that in the MLB. And this is just a good, classic, strong bat flip. And I miss that so much in the MLB. And it was something I was really excited about when I watched the opening game, just to be able to see this again. And so eventually we did get our first bat flip right here. And you can hear the announcers talk about it actually.
This game. And you're looking at change beat boom. And that ball is flipping left. That was a bat flip. There is our first bat flip.
And they love it. You can see the announcers are excited about it, and that's how everybody is here. We're all excited about it. And there was actually like a ton of news articles about bat flips, and it might seem crazy in Korea because they always do it, but here it's like big news and everybody is so excited. So the opening night game that was broadcast here was the NC Dinos versus the Samsung Lions, and the NC Dinos have really gotten a lot of popularity. In particular, people have really loved one of the Dinos mascots, Seri, because Seri just looks so like big and strong. Seri is like created this huge online persona, and everybody is suddenly this huge fan. And one sports news website dubbed Sadie Swole Daddy, which is hilarious, and I don't even know how to translate that exactly. But swole basically means super strong, and ever since then there's been several news articles now about Sadie. And now because of these articles, if you actually search for Swole Daddy on Google, it pops up as Sadie. And so now everybody actually thinks that the name of the mascot is Swole Daddy. So there's even been an online forum that's started by the American fans of the NC Dinos, where they get on and they discuss game results. They've shared a video that's become quite popular online of Sadie dancing, and that is like pretty incredible dancing for being in that big of a costume and dancing to like a techno version of Jurassic Park. So I can see the popularity. So there's also been some pretty good memes that have come out of this from the forum, and you see them on other places too. This first one, I have no idea what this is, but you have some dinosaurs, you have George Washington riding a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and you have Jeff Goldblum from the original Jurassic Park. Then we have this one that my friend sent me that I think is really funny. Where's France here? Where's Brazil here? Where's Changwon? It's in the heart. And I don't know why that's so funny, but I just think it is. And another cool thing with the forum is that there's even been posts within that forum with people basically teaching basic components of Hangul so that they can read the names on the backs of the jerseys so that they can identify all the players. So I think it's very cool, and I think it's just been a positive thing overall. I actually did a live stream where I watched part of the first game, and I said that I was gonna cheer for whoever hit the first home run. It was the NC Dinos, so I guess now I am an NC Dinos fan. Koreans I've talked to have been a little bit worried about the KBO maybe not being high enough quality baseball for Americans, but that's not been the case at all, and that hasn't been the feedback that I've seen at all from online and from friends that I've talked to who watch baseball. Everybody here has been enjoying the KBO. They've been happy to learn about teams and players from a different country. And it's also a step up in skill from college, and we do watch a lot of college sports here. So it's not the MLB, but nobody expects it to be that. I just think it's been a really fun thing to watch, and it makes me happy to see everybody here enjoying Korean baseball. The positivity has been really great. I'm hopeful that at some point we could get fans back to the stadiums, because that experience to me is a big part of what makes Korean baseball fun. The fans are really great, the food's really great, the whole atmosphere is just really awesome, and so hopefully at some point American viewers here will be able to get to see that all the way from Korea. So actually in 2014 I went to my one and only Korean baseball game. I believe it was the Doosan Bears against the Samsung Lions, and it was a super fun experience. Hopefully I can find a picture that I can post here so that you guys can see it. But we had some really good chicken and we just had a great time. Actually on this trip with me, I had my cousin who's a few years younger than me. We're sitting in the outfield and we're talking about how cool would it be if we could catch a home run ball. I've been to a ton of baseball games, MLB games in Arizona where I grew up, and I've never been able to like catch a baseball or anything. I was like, how cool would it be able to catch a home run ball in Korea? So we talked about it like kind of off and on throughout the game, getting our hopes up a little bit. And we're sitting pretty deep in the outfield, so it would have been a pretty long home run to be able to get to us. And then all of a sudden there's just this loud crack and the ball comes flying. And it's coming kind of in our direction, but at first I'm like, you know, it's gonna be a home run, but it's not gonna get to where we're at. So, but then the ball kind of keeps carrying and everybody starts standing up, and so we stand up too. You start to feel your heart pound like, oh my gosh, this could be coming in our area. And it just feels like the ball keeps coming closer and closer and closer. And I will never forget this. So we start to reach our hands out basically to try to grab the ball. We're leaning far forward as we possibly can, and my hand's here and my cousin's hand's here, and the ball lands and like hits the edge of both of our fingers. It was kind of like right in between us, like smacked our fingers, and then falls into the row in front of us. And this ajashi gets the ball and gives it to these like college age girls that he was sitting next to. And we were so dejected. We were so bummed out because we thought for sure like this was our moment. We've been talking about catching this home run ball, and then it stings our fingers, like stings our fingertips, and we lose it. And honestly, I don't remember anything else from the rest of the baseball game because we were so just kind of dejected When we had the opportunity, if we had stretched out another couple of inches, it would have been ours. But all in all, it was a fantastic baseball game, a great memory. I can't wait to go to another baseball game back in Korea. Really looking forward to watching more on TV until then. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We will see you next time. Bye.